You guys, we have got to talk about Connor Franta coming out and talking about his relationship with Troye Sivan. This is the most insane thing ever for my teenage heart that used to watch them. And the fact that he is acknowledging that they were together, confirming it, among other things, like, I could literally cry at the end of the video, you guys. This is insane. We're going to be talking about everything he had to say in this video and how people are reacting to this. This lore really takes me back because truly, if my high school self could have heard about this, I really don't even know what I would have done. I just wouldn't have even known how to process this information. My phone probably would have exploded. And I know it's a valid way to feel because everyone in the comments of this video also feels the same way. Like, when I tell you guys, I was so deep in the YouTube lore at this period of time. I was consuming all the videos, O2L, Troye, Tyler Oakley, Grace Helbig. I mean, these were my people. I loved Troye so much. My friend got a video of Troye saying hi to me once and I made it my ringtone. I'll literally play it for you guys. It's so embarrassing. Like, I think I edited it to sound like his intro at the time of his YouTube videos, but just so you guys can hear how big of a YouTube nerd I was. Oh gosh.
Hi Kirsty, it's Troye. Just want to say hi.
Like, I'm a loser, but I was a happy loser. Let me change that so it's not, yeah, back to this. Clearly, I was obsessed with them at the time, so the fact that Connor is acknowledging a situation from literally 10 years ago, it's everything to me. But during the 2014 to 2016 golden era of YouTube, fans were speculating that Connor and Troye were more than just friends. They were constantly hanging out, collaborating, and just had this closeness that felt different than other collaborations. Like, people just knew there was something else there between them. The shipping was intense. Every glance, every tweet, every lyric was analyzed to filth by fans trying to prove that they were secretly dating. Despite all the rumors, neither of them confirmed anything publicly at the time. It was one of those situations where it felt obvious, but everyone was still waiting for a yes, we did moment that never came. We got close a couple of times, I will say, because Connor and Troye knew Chapel Roan way back in the day before she was known as Chapel Roan. She was Kaylee Rose. But last year, Connor went on a podcast where he was talking about how him and his ex basically discovered Chapel years ago and knew she was going to be a star. And because he said my ex and I, everyone was like, whoa, 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 because there is a photo of Connor and Troye with Chapel Roan from back in the day. And everyone's like, that's gotta be this confirmation that Troye is his ex, because there was nobody else that was obsessed with Chapel Roan, aka Kaylee Rose at the time, with Connor other than Troye.
My like lore with her is that her first ever YouTube video she uploaded.
Are you in it?
Yes, I produced it. I'm background. No, I found it on YouTube with my boyfriend at the time. Like we found the song. It had like no plays, but her voice was unbelievable. So we started tweeting about it like, this girl is incredible. It had like 1,000 plays. This was like 10 years ago.
You discovered her.
We like legitimately were like, she's the next, doesn't make sense now, but like Adele. Her voice was that like soulful and unique. And kind of like 6 years ago, she had a song called Die Young. It was like really just, I don't know. Her voice was very particular. And then from then on, I followed her. And like throughout the whole thing, I've just been like, one day she's going to be a star. Everyone will see it one day.
That's the best feeling.
People also looked back on his tweets with Troye and noticed that two of them had posted so much about her. And it just had to be that this was the ex he was talking about. I mean, Troye had tweeted out a video of Chapel at the time saying, I've had 16-year-old girl on repeat for 2 months. You have to listen to this, guys. Go send some love. He tweeted, this is her Twitter, @Kaylee Rose Fan. Let's blow Kaylee up because I haven't heard a voice like this since Adele, no exaggeration. And Connor replied to him saying, yes, give that vocally blessed goddess her well-deserved promo. And like I said, they had also met her together, and recently Troye posted a cropped version of the photo on Instagram with the caption, a series of images, and people noted that this wasn't the full image. They were like, oh, is there beef with him and Connor? Did they have a bad breakup? Like, what went down? Because he clearly cropped out Connor from this image. Well, Troye clarified in the comments saying, FYI, I found that pic online doing my weekly Google of Troye Sivan and Chapel Roan, not my crop. So he was claiming that it wasn't him that cropped the image. But Connor ended up doing the funniest thing ever and shared his half of the image on Instagram and captioned it, my good side, which absolutely shook the internet because not only was it so funny of him to respond to Troye posting that image with the other half of the image being him, but his caption was a lot more than him just saying, my good side, because the caption was actually probably a reference to Troye Sivan's song titled The Good Side that has been speculated to be about Connor. People were taking this as the confirmation that the song was in fact about him. And there's actually more than one song people believe is about Connor that Troye has written, one titled For Him, which appears on his debut album Blue Neighborhood. Then came the song The Good Side, but this song was wildly interpreted as being about their breakup, and Troye in the song is acknowledging how he came out of the separation better off. In lyrics, he expresses empathy and guilt, saying things like, I got the good side of things, left you with both of the rings. And now, you guys, we are full on getting confirmation that the song is about him and that he dated Troye, because he posted a video, you guys, titled My Good Side. Because of Troye posting that picture with Chapel, it honestly sparked this whole conversation about his relationship with Troye, and Connor was like, let me just make a video because I did not know that this many people actually cared about a relationship that I had 10 years ago. And he confirms that they dated for 2 years.
2014 is going on. I'm just as baffled as all of you are. You know, I'm living in my peaceful bubble nowadays, still uploading content to the internet, and yet just occasionally I kind of get thrown back into the zeitgeist, and it's just as confusing to me as you. People still care. Not only about me, but a relationship I had for 2 years.
He mentioned that he actually ran into Troye again later on in life, and instead of it being awkward, it was actually kind of healing. Like, they're both in just such different places now, and it was chill.
We bumped into each other out of nowhere at an event, and for the first time, both of us actually engaged in conversation in like years, and it went over very smoothly. It was the great equalizer, that moment where we both were just truly eye to eye, like, hey, we're just two people. Can we be friends?
And of course, he talked about that Troye song, The Good Side. Connor basically said that this was definitely Troye's view of the breakup, but not necessarily his.
I think he got the good side of things emotionally, but I think in many ways, a song like that neglects the idea that people are individuals and everyone chooses their own path in life. I think the good side of life is completely subjective, and the older I get, the more I realize I'm living my good side. To me, my life is exceptional. Like, I just feel so lucky. I feel so happy. I feel like I'm surrounded by people I love. I get to, I'm physically fit. I get to go outdoors. I climb mountains. I'm scuba diving 100 feet under the ocean. I write books. I craft.
Then he ended it with this really sweet message, you guys. Him saying that he is proud of him.
Final words I have are actually for him. So if you happen to be watching this, I just wanted to let you know that I'm proud of you too for every single thing that you've done. Love y'all. Hope you're having a great week.
And let me just paint the picture for you guys of why him saying he's proud of him is such a big deal, because it is literally a line in Troye's song, The Good Side, okay? Troye sings, I'm sure we'll meet in the spring and catch up on everything. I'll say I'm proud of all that you've done. You taught me the ropes and you taught me to love. Like, it's making me want to cry just thinking about it right now, because it is such a La La Land moment, especially because Connor said that they have seen each other. And now Connor was saying that he's so proud of Troye. Like, it was such a full circle, beautiful little ex moment. I don't know why I'm being so sappy about this. I just think it's so cute. I love love, okay? Even when it doesn't work out, like when it's sweet like this, I don't know, I just feel like it puts a bow on their story like a movie or something. Anyway, people commented and said, the video I never even dared dreaming of. I'll say I'm proud of all that you've done. The way I screamed, they literally had a La La Land moment. This would have sent me into a coma 10 years ago. My teenage self feels so vindicated right now. I'm so happy for your current happiness. This feels so healing, but also absolutely giggling. And Oscar from Trisha's podcast killed me with his comment saying, it is so aspirational seeing someone so mentally and emotionally stable on the internet, OMG. This whole thing was so nostalgic and sweet. Like, I am not over it. But that is what Connor had to say in this video, addressing everything, all things Troye. I want to know what you guys think about this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you guys were around for this era of the internet. I love you guys, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.